We are under the lights this evening. Zach Wheeler will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, man, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Matty, this offense really needs some improvement from Kyle Schwarber. In the last 10 games, he's hitting under 250. He's a guy they need to hit a lot better than that because he's a big part of this. Ball club.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Game time temperature tonight, a comfortable 66 degrees at first pitch. The 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. On the move is Bruce. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Batting third, the third baseman, Chris.
Now to the plate, Chris Bryant. First pitch on its way. Grounded down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Hit hard to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. Now at the plate, Bryson Stott will lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Right there.
Pitch on the way.
Stop.
Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I think if you would have asked the manager of this team, first 5 games of this road trip, you're going to go 4-1. He would have signed that in blood. So let the guys continue to play the way they've been playing. Everything is going nice right now.
And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Batting second.
With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. This guy knows how to drive in runs. Had over 25 runs batted in last month. You've got to pay attention to how he goes about it. Ground balls, fly balls, home runs, any way to drive in a run, and that's what he's doing. He tries to have a major impact on every game he plays in.
The average sits at .303 entering play, 11 home runs, and 37 RBIs. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Going back is the left fielder, and it's gone. It's a solo shot off the bat of Andrew McCutchen. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
That's how the manager drew it up right there. Hold the visiting team scoreless and then grab a huge home run in the first.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. And he lays off there 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Hey, I love that pitch right there. Better execution after just giving up an extra base hit.
Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
Batting fourth.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority early on in the game, but it hasn't happened so far out here. That's a home run and a double against him now, and we're still in the first. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around.
Throw not in time to get him, and how about that? An unlikely infield single.
You know, D-Roll, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're talking, trying to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Hayward gathers it in. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
Batting fifth. The left
Here's
fielder.
Jay Bruce now. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Hoskins, the runner at first with 2 gone. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. And this one misses to Bruce as he moves out in front. It's 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Bryant will put this one away, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Phillies on top, 2-0. Anthony Rizzo stands in now, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Batting fifth. The left fielder.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike one. His career line against Wheeler, he's 2 for 4. He also has 1 home run. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Kyle Schwarber goes down for out number 2 in the top half. And here's a ball hit in the air, but this will land untouched. The windup and the 0-1. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Harper has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're still down. It's 2-0. And in steps Scott Kingery. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night.
The third
and
baseman.
now pitch on the way.
Scott Kingery.
The 1-0.
Ball. 2-0. Hey.
Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
The 2-2 one more time. Slapped hard the opposite way, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left
Batting
field
eighth.
line. Stayed
The
in
second
there,
baseman.
fought hard,
Jump.
and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
From the belt, the pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Kingery is on his way home. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first. It's a 3-0 game.
Batting ninth.
Well, this is
The
a lesson
pitcher.
for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
Now a bunt attempt here. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Up next for Philadelphia. The
Stepping in,
shortstop.
Bryson Stott. He's 0
Right
for
there.
1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 0-1 the count. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above.
And the run across on the sac fly and make it a 4-0
Now
game.
batting.
Great
Center
work to
fielder.
do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So Bryce Harper will get a chance to hit here this inning following the base hit.
Wow, and the
Up
hits
next
just
for
keep
Philadelphia.
piling up for them. Take a
The
look
right
at the
fielder.
numbers here. That's
Wow.
already 6 hits, and we're only in
Harper.
the second inning. We'll see if they can keep this up as the innings go on.
Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left.
And we take a look at the line right here, and it's not pretty. He's given up 7
The
hits,
first baseman,
and we're
number
only in the
17.
second inning. So what if 3 things is going to happen? He's either going to buckle
Bucket.
down and start hitting his spots, he's going to continue to get shelled, and our game is going to last about 5 hours, or he's going to get the hook early and head for the showers.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies' first baseman.
At the ball.
2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
Ripped down the first base line. Onto the bag with it is Rizzo, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We played 2 full. It's the Phillies 4 and the Cubs nothing. Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Well, this will be gloved out there at second as he didn't have far to go for the out.
The right fielder. Jason.
Coming to the plate now, Jason Hayward. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1. Ball 1,
Cubs to
no
this
strike.
point have yet to break into the hit column. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Now the pitch. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
Hayward takes as that pitch misses for ball 4. He'll take the walk.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at
Batting
least they have a base runner
the
here.
pitcher,
We'll see if that leads to
John
something.
Lester.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, John Lester. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. He's ready. Here's the first offering. The 0-1 pitch.
Nope. I got to count 1 and 2.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat to the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
Look out, and that'll give him a close shave.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent, beware.
Just got the corner that time with a fastball. Strike 2. 2 out with the man at first. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. They're down. Now at the plate, JT Realmuto as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
JT.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat it. He's had a rough couple innings. He's going to have to find a way, whether it be mechanically or mentally, to be able to stay in this game.
Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So an inning opening single kicks off their half of the 3rd.
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. A runner at first with no outs here. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
And the runner from first comes around to score. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given a chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Now at the plate, Zach Wheeler. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. Men on third with 2 down. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Lester sets. Here's his offering. And it's 1-2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team.
And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Well, when your starter has a rough start, you'd like to give him some time to get out of trouble. But that's 6 runs he's given up in the early going. You have to wonder how much more time they're going to stick with him.
Into the box now, Bryson Stott. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. A runner on first with 2 away. And now a stoppage here as a balk has been called. And that could wind up being a costly one, as it'll move that base runner into scoring position now with 2 away. Now a ball lined softly down the left field line. But this will be a foul ball. Swing and a liner. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Center fielder,
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 bases. At the plate, David Bodie. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Nope. A nice job by the retreating first baseman to look it in for the out.
The third baseman.
Now in the box, Chris Bryant. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Fly ball out toward left center field. After it is McCutchen. And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at bat. The 1-0. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
Kyle Schwarber is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. One and 1 to Schwarber.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Here's Wheeler on 1 and 1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Bruce has to range back, but he'll make the catch near the line, and there are 2 men gone. And that brings up Javi Baez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Baez.
First pitch on its way. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
88 on a changeup? I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Baez has all the necessary skills to play great defense on the left side of the infield, and it makes him really fun to watch. He can pick it with the best of them, but what sets him apart is the huge arm. It's accurate, it's incredibly strong, certainly has the ability to uncork a throw and beat a runner when he needs to, and it's impressive to watch.
Yeah, anybody that has the ability to go to their backhand and to absolutely fire a cannon across the infield is a huge asset to have.
Still 1-2. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And he fouls this one off. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Popped up. And now Harrison will look this one in to retire the side. Cubs strand a couple. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said he's been really impressed with how they've hit in at-bats when they fall behind in the count. 5 of their hits have come from those at-bats. And although they don't want to get behind in the count as often, it's a great sign that they're not defeated when they do.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
1-1.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So they do pick up the out here, but with 6 runs home against them already, it's not going to help out the team ERA by any stretch of the imagination. And as you see, they rank down near the bottom of the NL in that department. 1 ball, no strikes to count. A ball and a strike. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2. Lined hard toward right center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his 2nd of the night.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
Now Lester's 0-1.
Ball, that's inside.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more here on it. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. He told me that they've been way too aggressive on the first pitch of the at-bat. And while he doesn't necessarily condemn that if it's leading to hits, that's clearly not the case right now. Over 80% of their at-bats have started with a swing on the first pitch, and a lot of those have resulted in swinging misses or outs, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And it's fouled away. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. And that's on the outside corner, 1-2. Counts even to Hayward, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Full count now, 3-2. Hit on the ground to third. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Well-executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Jason Kipnis is into the on-deck circle now as he'll pinch hit for the pitcher, Lester.
Jason Kipnis.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball one. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 5 homers and a dozen RBIs. Popped him up. Hoskins waits on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. So stepping in, Jay Bruce. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Swinging a liner. But right there to glove it is the shortstop for the first out. Digging in now, Scott Kingery. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Strike one to start the at-bat. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. One out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, second
Stepping into the box, Josh Harrison. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Miller is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 at the plate, Ian Miller. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Nobody out, runner on first. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning. Maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
And this one's in the dirt. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0 home misses for the second ball.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Skied into straightaway right. Harper has a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Anthony Rizzo. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Here comes the 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
He's going to have to take a deep breath. A little bit ultra aggressive at the plate right now after fishing at the first pitch and looking like he was going to commit on that one.
The 1-1 home. Popped him up. Real Muto over to his right. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 hit, 1 left. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Philadelphia. Brad Wick gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his